Okay, so how do these algorithms work and which one should you be creating on? I'm going to give you the lowdown of TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube based on my experience as a creator on all those platforms. I have been a creator for 4 years, going on 5, and have been studying all these algorithms for a very long time. So before we even get into the content, I want to make note that if you are not consistently creating quality content on any of these platforms, what I say in this video is not going to matter for you because you're not consistent and your content is not quality. In 2024, people are not going to watch pixelated, dusty, crusty, no sound or bad sound videos. You're nasty. They are coming to these social media apps to see quality content, and that is something that you can do straight from your phone. I have a whole video on it, so you can check that out later. But let's talk about TikTok first. So TikTok is a passive platform where the majority of users are actually that Gen Z age. So this is like your 20s, also younger millennials. You can think younger 30s. But over the last 4 years, TikTok has evolved from this like dance app for teenagers to now a huge platform all across the world that has billions of users and is ever more growing. When you open up a TikTok app, you are being fed content that is based on your previous interactions with other content pieces. So it's a passive platform in that as a user, all you have to do is open up the app and you are immediately fed content. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to type anything in the search bar. You're immediately given content that you would potentially be interested in. The TikTok algorithm I consider to be very smart. So kind of like a smart TV. It knows exactly what you want to see, and it can connect you to a video based on the things that you want to see and based on your behavior from previous. However, the basis of TikTok is that it feeds you content on the For You page where you don't know the creator. So you are constantly being fed with new creators every single day, meaning that it is great for new creators to start on because it is perfect for discoverability. So people from all over the world can see you. People who have never heard of you on any other platforms can find you. Brands can find you. It's a really great app for discoverability. And it is also a very easy app to go viral on because anyone that is watching that video and likes that video can interact on it without following you. Generally, as a user, when you go to TikTok, you are looking for a short form of entertainment. You are also looking for connection within that moment, but not necessarily community, because again, you're being fed content that is from strangers and people that you don't know or haven't followed for a long period of time. The app started with pushing content that was like 7 seconds or less, but now it has grown to at least 10 minutes for a video. However, it is still very short form content compared to YouTube. As a creator, you have to recognize that whoever is watching your content, whoever's on the other side of the phone has no idea who you are. They don't care about who you are. They just want their little bit of entertainment and they want to get the knowledge or whatever value that you're providing. They want to get it right away. It's kind of like an in-between app. And by that, I mean, people have, 5 minutes for the next meeting, so they're just going to open up TikTok and scroll for a bit. Or they're waiting in line at the store, so they're just going to open up TikTok and they're going to scroll for a little bit. Or, they're in the waiting room at the doctor's office, so they're just going to open their app and scroll for a little bit. So people don't have a lot of time. They also aren't there to have a genuine connection with the creator. They are there to literally get their quick fix. So as a creator, you have to recognize that the person on the other side of the phone is watching you passively, meaning that you have to make them care about you enough so that they will want to follow you. So any of my content that I have had go ultra viral, so I mean like 5 million views and above, is because I have provided entertainment to people in a very short form manner that gets to the point very quickly and also provides something of value to other people. What that means is when you are creating content, you don't have time to introduce yourself in the video. If you are making a minute-long video, you can't spend 20 seconds introducing yourself. Actually, most of my ultra viral videos, I haven't introduced myself at all. I'm just talking. I get to the point very, very quickly and I talk about whatever it is that the topic of the video is about. People don't care how long you've been in the industry. People don't care about your name. They don't care about your dog's past. They don't care about any of that. You need to get to the point immediately. Because it is a passive platform as well and people are continuously scrolling, they will recognize you based on the surroundings of your video. So all of my videos when I first started blowing up on TikTok were created here at my vanity where I had the same background every single time. Because as you're scrolling, you may recognize my hair, my background, and you're like, oh, wait, I should stop. I liked her video last time. So you have to build familiarity with viewers so that they recognize you as soon as you pop up on their For You page. The main thing that you should know though as a creator on TikTok is that TikTok pushes your videos to both your followers and your non-followers. So if you create a video that is actually engaging, that captures people's attention within the first 3 seconds, the people that video is going to be pushed to are people who are interested in that topic or in whatever you are talking about. So if you are a plus size creator and you are creating content about plus size fashion for corporate girlies, your video is going to be pushed to other plus size girlies who are looking for corporate outfits. So that's who your video is going to go to. If you then start to branch out and create videos on plus size athletic wear, your video is going to be pushed to people that are interested in plus size athletic wear. So even if someone is following you for your corporate girly plus size outfits, if they are not interested in those athletic workout outfits, they are not going to be seeing those videos. So as a creator, for one thing, you have to recognize that all the videos that you put out are not going to be seen by every single person that follows you, but instead will be pushed to strangers that have never heard of you, that have never been following you, that have never seen you at all before, no matter how long you have been on the app. There are people on the app that are big creators that have millions and millions of followers that I literally don't know about because they've never come across my For You page, because I may not be interested in the topic that they discuss regularly on their platform. As a creator, you have to really recognize that whatever niche you are creating content about, you are going to be pushed for people that are interested specifically in that niche, whether or not they follow you. TikTok is really an app that prioritizes connection over community, and that people will connect with you on a single video, but they may not watch all of your videos, so that it's not really an app where you can build a close-knit community. The other thing about creating content on TikTok is that if you start to branch out of your niche, again, your content is going to go to people who are interested in that niche, not necessarily to the people that are already following you. So let's say you've created content about plus size fashion for the last 3 months and you get tired of it and you're like, okay, I now want to create content about cooking. All of your cooking videos are not necessarily going to be pushed to the people that followed you for the plus size fashion content. It's going to be pushed to people that are interested in the cooking content. So you're, again, going to get brand new viewers for that niche. And as you grow on TikTok, you can start to branch out your niche. However, again, everyone is not going to see your content. So I would say overall, about 40% of the videos that you post will be seen by the same people every single day, if and only if those people are interested in you as a creator and all the topics that you are creating about. So as an example, if I'm a huge fan of a fashion creator and I love their personality, I love their outfits, I'm going to watch all of their videos, whether or not they're talking about something that's fashion related. However, most viewers are only watching you for a minute and a half, so they aren't really connected with you in a way they would be connected with you on another platform. So it's less likely that people will actually follow you for every single type of niche or every topic that you create about when you were posting on TikTok. The beauty about TikTok is that it is very great for discoverability. So if you want to switch niches, it is the app for you to do it pretty easily, because all of your new niche content is going to go to the people that are interested in that topic, as well as brands, different companies, and things like that. So you can switch niches. However, know that all of your content is not going to be pushed to the same person. And the way TikTok can tell whether or not someone is interested in your content is the repost as well as watch time. So if your content is being reposted by the viewers at a high rate, so I would say at least 5 times in the first hour, that video is going to be pushed out to more and more people. And if more people start to repost it, it's going to continue to be pushed out more and more to more people that are interested in that topic, all the way up until it's pushed out to the general public who may or may not be interested in that topic of that video. Now, if people are scrolling within the first 3 seconds of your video, for one thing, it's not engaging, it's not capturing their attention, but also TikTok is going to analyze that and say, oh, this is a crappy piece of content, we're not going to push it out anymore. So as a creator, you have to look at all of your videos, and you can go in your analytics for each individual video and see, when did people leave the video? So are you getting people to watch 70% of the way through, or are they swiping it away within the first 3 seconds? Generally, the longer the video, the less retention you have, and that's on any platform. But you have to analyze your own content to see what are the videos that are performing the best and how long people watch it before they swipe away. The other thing you should do as a creator is look at all of your videos that you have posted and see which ones are the highest performing, which have the most views, the most interactions, the most comments, and see if those videos are trending videos or if they are original content. If your highest viewed videos are only trending videos, that means that your original content is not engaging. So you need to change something about your original content to make people stop scrolling and actually want to watch what you were talking about. Now, as As a hint, when you tell people to stop scrolling, they don't stop scrolling. So that's not a great way to capture anyone's attention, but you can work on different hooks to capture people's attention within the first 3 seconds of that video to keep people watching your videos. So just as a quick recap, TikTok is a great app for discoverability. It is a great app for you to connect with strangers. It is a great place for you to try out different niches and try out new ideas. However, it is a passive platform, so you have to capture people's attention in every single video, regardless of whether or not they follow you or not, so that they will watch your video and TikTok will continue to push your video onto the For You page. Next, we're going to talk about Instagram. So Instagram has been around for a few decades now, and the majority of users on Instagram go to Instagram because they want to keep up with people that they know in real life. So I like to refer to Instagram as a passive app, but it's your passive in real life connections. And what that means is the people from high school follow you, the people from college follow you, the people you worked with, when you had that job at Foot Locker 10 years ago, yeah, they follow you on Instagram too. The random person you met in the cafeteria in college, yeah, they still follow you on Instagram too. So all those people that follow you on Instagram know you in real life, but if you want to start to venture into being a creator, those connections don't matter. Now, aside from those people that do know you in real life, the main users on Instagram are millennials and Gen X. So these are the aunties and uncles that you really don't want to see at the family function. That's where they live on Instagram. So what that means is the content that goes viral on Instagram is very different from the content that goes viral on TikTok, because there are two different age demographics of majority of users on these two different platforms. Anytime I've had an ultra viral video on Instagram, it has been a short, maybe 7-second video that has a quick clip and just some text where people can read it and they gain some value from it. Now, just because you have a viral video on any of these platforms actually doesn't mean that people are actually going to follow you, but that definitely holds true for Instagram, because people generally only follow people that they know in real life. So for you to gain a following on social media as a creator, you really have to provide value to your audience so that they want to follow you and keep up with you regularly. So the way the Instagram algorithm works is that when you post a video, so when you post a reel, it will go to your following first. So it goes to the feed that everyone tends to scroll. This is, again, another passive ad that people will go on when they're waiting at the doctor's office, when they're, in line at the grocery store, when they're waiting at the gas station. You also have to get people's attention on Instagram. However, you don't have to try as hard, because these are people that already know you and have already committed to following you. So most of the content that you post is going to go to your following, but not all of it will go to every single follower on your Instagram. So when you post a reel and your audience responds to that reel and they really, really like the video, then that video is gonna be pushed onto the Reels For You page, and it'll start to be seen by strangers. And the more strangers that interact with the video, that follow you, that save the video, the more that video is gonna be pushed out to more people on Instagram. In feed posts, so a still picture or a carousel, those posts go primarily to your following. They will go to the explore page if your following really, really, really loves it, but it's a great way for you to make announcements essentially on your page, because people that are going to see those carousel posts are going to be people that already follow you. Instagram is really great for maintaining a community, because for one thing, people see majority of the content that you post pretty regularly if you're posting regularly on the app. And also it's a good way for you to engage other people and have them follow you as well. But again, that's assuming that you're creating valuable content people want to see. Instagram is also a really great place for you to maintain your community, because people that follow you will also see your Instagram stories. So it's every single day, they're going to see what you're doing day to day on a regular basis. And the people who watch your Instagram stories regularly are your people. They are your close-knit folks. They probably follow you on multiple apps. They keep up with you on a regular basis. So that's where you can post a lot of your offers, a lot of what you're doing regularly, and that's where you can post content that doesn't necessarily have anything to do with what your niche is. So as an example, I post about travel content, I post travel hacks, I post travel deals, I post my travel vlogs, but on my stories, I will post, what I'm eating today. I will post myself singing in the car. I will also post my random thoughts that I have throughout the day. So it's a great way to get to know me as a person as opposed to just a creator. So the benefit of Instagram is that you can count on your followers seeing your content anytime you post. Your Instagram will only grow if you're creating content that is valuable, that your followers really, really love, and that is pushed out to strangers that also really, really love that content and then decide to follow you. So the way I've been able to grow my Instagram account is not just by posting the 7-second videos with some text on it and a cute little hack, but really by posting those long form videos from TikTok. So repurposing my most viral TikToks onto Instagram, because people that are interested in that connection and also within following me every single day are going to decide to follow me and engage with all of my content. So my number one piece of advice would be whatever content is performing on TikTok, repurpose that onto your Instagram, and you will see massive benefits from posting that content onto Instagram. Now, that doesn't mean that every viral video that you have on TikTok is going to perform well on Instagram, because they are, again, two different audiences. But the more you post, the more you will recognize what your audience on each platform likes. My audience on TikTok really likes the random story times, whereas my audience on Instagram, they don't really like that all the time, but they do like a lot of the travel hacks. So as you start to post more, you start to learn about what your audience likes. But Instagram is really an audience focused platform where you are essentially updating all of your in real life connections. Okay, last but not least, YouTube. YouTube is the king of all platforms in my personal professional opinion, because it is the largest opportunity for monetization as a creator. I can make a whole video about that. If you want to know, let me know in the comments. But YouTube is an active platform. So unlike TikTok, unlike Instagram, YouTube is an active platform because users are actively searching to learn or to gain something from content. So as an example, when I was in college, I would search things like how to change a tire, or how to unclog a toilet. People go to YouTube to learn very niche topics, and as a creator, you can really benefit from that. However, YouTube is what I would say is not a smart platform, in that you as the creator and you as the user have to do a little bit of work to really tell YouTube what you like and what you want to see. So it won't automatically feed you anyone's content. It really takes time for YouTube to understand what you are looking for. Now, as a creator, YouTube really, really values watch time, and it also values average views per viewer. So watch time means how long are people watching your video when they click on your video, right? So when someone actively decides to click on your video and your video is 12 minutes, how long of those 12 minutes are people actually watching? So if you are not creating engaging content, engaging quality content, people are not going to watch, and YouTube is not going to push that video. However, if you are creating content that is searchable, as in how to unclog a toilet, and people watch that video and they watch it all the way through, your how to unclog a toilet video is going to rank higher in the search, and YouTube will start to push it out anytime how to unclog a toilet is searched in YouTube. The type of user that generally goes to YouTube is actually from kids to Gen Z. So the most users that are on YouTube are within generations. There actually is a gap with creators that are 40 years and above. So if you are watching this video and you fit in that age range, start creating your content, but make sure it is quality. And we're going to get into why very shortly. People go to YouTube to watch the content or to listen to something they think is valuable. So recently, YouTube podcast has been really popular. People will just turn on the video and they'll listen to it while they're cleaning their kitchen. They'll listen to it while they're driving to work. They'll listen to it while they're, doing something monotonous in the background. However, if you're someone that's a vlogger or you're showing someone how to do something on screen, people will set aside time from their daily schedule to sit down and watch your video. So if you create travel vlogs like I do, people are going to sit down and dedicate time like, okay, this video is 40 minutes. Let me grab my coffee. Let me get my snacks. Let me get my blanket. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch this video. As a creator, you, for one, have to treat YouTube as it is a TV show, meaning that people are going to dedicate time to sit down and watch you every single time, every single week. Perfect analogy for being a YouTube creator is act like you are the producers of Scandal.
Mr. President, Olivia Pope is here.
Scandal comes out every Thursday at 8 p.m. First of all, Scandal's not even on TV anymore. Also, I never even watched Scandal. But as someone who had never watched Scandal, I still remember and know that Scandal comes out every Thursday at 8 p.m. Now, if Scandal said they were going to come out every Thursday at 8 p.m. and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, I'm just going to post this on Tuesday at 4 p.m., people would be mad because you told us you were going to post or come out with a new episode on Thursdays at 8 p.m. So as a creator, you have to treat your videos as if it is a TV show, because people are going to block out time within their weekly schedule to watch you every single week or however often you are posting. That's why I say you have to be consistent, especially on YouTube, because YouTube will process that, okay, this person posts on Sunday at 8 a.m. every single week. So people are going to go to their profile and watch them every single week. But also as a user, you want to be a reliable creator that they can follow, because if you don't take your channel seriously, they're also not going to take your channel seriously, and they're also not going to watch you every single week or however often you are posting. So the way the YouTube algorithm works is actually based on audience engagement and what a user likes. So every other platform is kind of based on just feeding you entertainment in a short period of time, whereas YouTube is really trying to get you to sit down and commit to the app as if you were watching your regular TV show every single week. So as a creator on YouTube, you have to, for one thing, introduce yourself so that people know that you are an expert in whatever it is that you're talking about. However, that intro should be less than 30 seconds, around, depending on who you are, less than 30 seconds so that people get what they are looking for when they click on your video. So if your YouTube title says how to pack a carry-on for 30 days in Europe, and then people click on your video, and then all of a sudden you're talking about shopping at Zara, they're like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was, and they're going to click off of your video. So your intro has to be a reasonable amount of time. You also have to show that you are an expert in whatever it is that you're talking about. You also should create videos that are within the same niche. However, YouTube is a really great platform because when people do subscribe to your channel, they tend to watch all the other videos that you have already posted. So if I create a video about being an American in Paris and that video goes viral, people are going to go to my channel and see what else has this girl posted about. If none of my other videos are about Paris or being an American in Paris, people are not going to follow me because they discovered me through that Being American in Paris video, and that's the content they were interested in. However, if I do have videos about being an American in Mexico or being an American in Canada, people are going to be more likely to follow me or subscribe to my channel because I have other videos that are related to that initial video that went viral or that captured their attention. So as a creator, you want to create content that is relatively similar to other videos because YouTube also prioritizes average views per viewer, meaning when someone discovers your channel, how many of your videos are they watching? So long story short, are they going down a rabbit hole when they discover your channel? If the answer is yes, YouTube's going to then push your channel to more people that are interested in the topics that you're talking about so that they too can go down a rabbit hole and YouTube can continue to make more money. The beauty of YouTube is that once someone subscribes to your channel, they are actively fed your content on their homepage and also on their subscriptions page. So they will continuously see the content that you post every single time you post. Now, the difference between shorts and any other short form content on other apps is that on Instagram and TikTok, you are passively fed content that you are interested in based on the topics that you have responded to in the past. In YouTube, you are fed shorts based on the creators that you follow. So as a creator, if you create a short and your audience really loves that short isn't going to be pushed out to people who don't follow you. So it goes first to your subscribers, and then it goes to your non-subscribers, and people who are interested in the topic that you're talking about in that short will then see that content and they will be introduced to your channel. Overall, as a platform, YouTube prioritizes community over everything because once you're a subscriber, people typically don't leave your channel and they watch whatever it is that you post. As a creator, that means you're creating content that is related to the content that brought them in. However, you can still branch out into other topics because, again, your subscribers are interested in you as a creator when they start subscribing to your channel. So hopefully this video was really helpful. If you guys like this video, please consider giving me a subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.